and this line will also be equal, so cutting an arc on both the sides. I'll have my square, and the two diagonals A2 C2 and B2 D2. And at all times remember that this angle is 20 degrees with respect to VP. Now the next step is very simple. Just extend the projectors upwards, and from this we'll extend the projectors upwards. So done, and from here we will extend the projectors sidewards from here too. Let's mark the points. A here, this is A2 dash. D, where is D? D is here. Yes, D is here, so this is D2 dash. B, B2 dash. C2, C2 dash. So let's connect them. A to B, this is A to B. B to C, B to C, C to D, and finally D to A, to form a closed figure which is A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash and D2 dash. So finally we have the solution of the problem given in the question. Shall we move on, or shall we discuss? What we did is we drew a rhombus, then we projected the line upwards to have our front view. This is our top view. Then the next thing that was given in the question is this rhombus appears to be a square. So that square, both the diagonals BD and AC are equal. So A1 dash is equal to B1 dash. So we drew a square. Then we extended the rays upwards, and we knew the length of this AC, so we took the length of AC, put the composite here and cut an arc at on the end projectors. So we had this line, and this line was making an angle of approximately 50 degrees with what? With respect to HP. Then what happened was that in the question it was given that AC makes an angle of 20 degrees with respect to VP. So I took A1C1 and converted into A2C2, which is at an angle of 20 degrees with respect to the this line XY, which is actually with respect to vertical plane, and then extended the rays upwards, and here extended the rays parallel here. The point of intersections were marked as A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash and D2 dash. When we connected them, we had a parallelogram, which was our final required figure. Moving on to the next problem. This is our sixth problem. A square ABCD of 50 mm side has its corner A on HP. So a square is there, and the side is this, which is 50 mm side, and the corner A is on HP. The diagonal AC inclined at 30 degrees to HP, and the diagonal BD is inclined at 45 degrees with respect to VP and parallel to HP. Draw its projection. So the difference here is that we'll have a square, and then the square will get converted into a parallelogram, and then again the procedure is exactly the same. The square is ABCD, and 50 mm is what the side is. So how we are going to proceed, because one of the corner is an HP, so it won't be a normal square. It will be a normal square, but it will stand on its point edge with on HP. So let's draw the line XY first. So this is line XY. Now I need to draw a square. For drawing a square, I need a straight line. Now this is a diagonal, which is BD, which is standing erect. So using this, I need to draw my square. So I know that it is 50 mm. So I'll just do a rough calculation here first. 50 mm is my side. So if I draw this, this is how it will be. So if I have this as 50 mm and is again this as 50 mm and it is a square, so this is root 90 degrees. This is 50 and this is 50. So hypotenuse would be, how much will be the hypotenuse? It will be square of this plus square of this, which will be here. So what will I have is 2500. So again what will happen is that 2500, if I take the root, then the diagonal will again be 50. So I can take this. I'll just come out of it. So that's how you'll draw. I'll take 50 mm direct. Sorry, I'll take again 1:2 as the scale. So it will be 25 mm side. So I'll just take this and draw a 2.5 mm. This is, I told you how to draw it, and now I'm just drawing a rough figure so that it happens. I'll darken it up for you. All the measurements are coming as 2.5. I'll mark them A, B, C and E, extending them upwards. I'll have the points A dash, B dash, D dash, C dash. So I have this line as the front view. The next step that we have is that we need to incline this diagonal AC 30 degrees with respect to HP. So very simple. I'll take a point, and from this point I'll take 30 degrees, and then I'll draw a simple line, straight line. I'll take AC, put my point here, cut an arc here, and I'll take the distance AB and I will cut an arc here. Now I'll draw the line via sketch pen so that it becomes dark. Mark the points A1 dash, B1 dash and D1 dash, C1 dash. What next? Project them downwards. Now project them where? Project them sidewards. This is where the point B will be. This is where point A and C will be. And this is where point D will be. Again marking the points. This is A1, D1, C1, B1, A to B, B to C, C to D and A to B. So as you can see, the size of the square has decreased because it is making an angle of 30 degrees with respect to HP. Now this diagonal AC, now the diagonal BD will be making an angle of 30 degrees with respect to 45 degrees with respect to HP. Now if it is making an angle of 45 degrees with respect to HP, I'll take this point. Here we go. 45 degrees has to be marked. So 45 degrees comes here. So I'll draw a straight line. Now I'll just mark 30 degrees. 30 degrees. I'll take one point on this, measure the diagonal BD, cut here, then join them. So this is my D2, this is my B2. D2 and B2. Again I'll draw a perpendicular bisector. And join them. The distance from D to A and B to A would be equal, and D to C and B to C will be equal. So cut an arc on this line and cut an arc on this line. Connect them. This is A2, this is C2. Now extend the rays upwards. And see, visible. Then extend the rays from B and C. Let's mark the points. A is coming, so A is here, B is here, B here. Where is C? C is coming from here, so C here, and D is on this line. So let's make it. So we'll get some sort of a rectangle as our final figure. This is B2 dash, A2 dash, this is D2 dash, and C2 dash. So we have our final required figure. Now example from practice yourself example, from which is actually a problem number 10 of page number 159 from Ashton Publishers project, Professor PJ Shah. Draw the projection of a circular plate 70 mm in diameter resting on HP on a point A on the circumference, which is, this problem is actually very similar to the problem that we did before, which I'll one sec, I'll show you the problem. This is a very similar problem that this is the problem which is similar that we did in the last session. So this is the problem is the same, so try and practice yourself. So today's session we discussed, in the next session coming this we'll start with projections of solid, and we'll discuss the classifications of solid, and which is there on 24th of November. Of course we'll be skipping a Sunday because of Diwali, so you guys have a break, we'll also have a break, and we'll meet on 24th of November 12 p.m. and I wish you all a very happy Diwali and a very prosperous new year. Do keep writing to us and give us your feedback. If you find anything that you want to learn, then do mail us, we'll try to bring it on air for you. Thank you and have a good time, good Diwali, and be safe.